What is up guys, and welcome back to another TBC Classic gold farming video. So today we are doing, or we have done, depending on when you're watching this video, we're basically doing a 24-hour gold farming challenge, and baked into that challenge I wanted to challenge myself by doing 10 hours straight of herbalism and mining in different locations to test out the gold per hour from herbalism and mining, now that we are about 3 weeks into TBC Classic. So that's what I've been doing today. So I've been testing out Herbalism and mining for a long time, exactly 10 hours, and I'm here to present you guys with my results. So if we turn off this cinematic look right here, you can take a look at my loot appraiser, but this one is kind of scuffed. So I started out the first 4 hours by doing something completely different, just to ease myself into it, but I wrote down exactly how much I got, and how much I have now, as you can see right there. So I also have the whole VOD live on Twitch, or up on Twitch. I'm also most likely streaming on Twitch right now. If you're watching this video within the first 4 hours of the upload, I should still be live. Actually, the first 2 hours of the upload, I should still be live, finishing up the challenge, as I'm recording this video while being live, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, into this challenge I did 10 hours straight of herbalism and mining. I did 4 hours to ease myself into it, and during those 4 hours I farmed up 1,280 gold. Once again, the proof is in the Twitch VOD, and I then farmed 10 hours straight of herbalism and mining. So long story short, I will show you all of the results, all of the materials, pretty much everything, but long story short, I made 3,009 gold in 10 hours of farming herbalism and mining. The total gold per hour from that for mining and herbalism is about 300. Actually, it's exactly this. It's 300 gold and 90 silver, because we made 3,009 gold in 10 hours. So 300 gold and 90 silver every single hour. So we did a couple of different things for the farm itself. Before I go into the results, I want to talk about exactly what we did. Okay, so basically we started out the entire farm in Shadow Moon Valley, where we basically did the entire lap that I made a video about, where we just basically fly around the zone, look for things to farm, and we started out this challenge at midnight. So at midnight in Shadow Moon Valley, we were making about 300 gold per hour, and right at midnight there was still some competition. I noticed some people were still farming, and I quickly went over. I think I farmed for 2 hours down here. Then I went over to Nagrand at 3 AM actually, so 3 hours in Shadow Moon Valley. Actually, never mind, we started out in Netherstorm, yeah. We did 1 hour in Netherstorm first, then Shadow Moon Valley. So from 12 or midnight to 1 AM we were in Netherstorm. From 1 AM to 3 AM Shadow Moon Valley. Then from 6 AM, or from 3 AM to 6 AM we were in Nagrand. From there we went from Nagrand to Terukar Forest, back to Nagrand, and down to Shadow Moon Valley again. So the information that I have so far, that I've been gathering, is that Nagrand is absolutely insane in the middle of the night and early in the morning. At the peak, I made 400 gold per hour in Nagrand right now, in week 4. And here's a trick that I personally use that I think is very good, is to only search for mining veins as you're flying around, and the second you go up to Twilight Ridge, also search for herbalism. So up at Twilight Ridge you can find some mana thistles. They sell for quite a bit, but around Nagrand itself you only find fellweed and also Dreaming Glory. Dreaming Glory and fellweed sell for absolute trash. Let's see if I have any in my bags. I don't actually think I have. I have some of these. They are selling for 64 silver. Minimum buyout is 33 silver. So they're worth pretty much nothing. So I tried not to grab them. So for Nagrand itself, I only focused on mana thistles, which are selling for 10 gold each. So whenever I flew around, I only looked for mining veins around Nagrand itself. And up at Twilight Ridge, I also put on the find herbalism stuff, so you can find that as well. Now, aside from actually like Nagrand being 400 gold at peak in terms of gold per hour, I did notice that Nagrand was more like 350 on an average, while Netherstorm was closer to 250, and Shadow Moon was closer to 300. It obviously depended on competition, but Netherstorm was roughly 250, Shadow Moon 300, and Negrund 350. You could get more, you could get less, kind of depends on RNG. The one thing that really saves Shadow Moon Valley is going down to Netherwing Ledge, where you can quite often actually find some Corium. You will also find some Mana Thistle down here as well, which is once again the ones that are selling really well. And when you find Mana Thistle, both down at Netherwing Ledge and also up in Negrund as well at the Twilight Ridge, you usually find 2 spawns right next to each other. So if you're lucky, you can get 4 of them, because you can get 2 from each spawn. So that is 40 gold from just 2 seconds. It goes really fast, and that's the saving grace of both of these places. You have one place for this in Netherstorm as well, which is up here at Socrathar's Seat, where once again you have 2 different spawns. So if you're able to grab those, that's an easy extra gold. But when I farmed in Netherstorm, this was always farmed, so there were no Mana Thistles ever, which I think is why this one was worth the least. Okay guys, so here we are on our alt character right now. This is basically a bank character I made specifically for this challenge. It's called Solheim Herbs. I sent everything over from the farm itself to this guy, and here you can see everything that I got from the farm. I tried to sort it kind of by value, but a lot of it is just random as well. But items of note is, for example, this 1 living ruby right here. You have 2 noble topaz, you have 2 of the talosites that are worth nothing. We have 3 primal fires just from gathering fell iron. You also have 4 primal life, you have 25 primal earth, you have some gems, you have 12 corium ores, 39 eternium ores, you have 34 mana thistles, that is basically 340 gold right there. You have 12 fell lotus, and you also have tons of different ores like adamantite. We have a lot of adamantite because of Negrund, obviously. We also have a lot of these nightmare vines from doing Shadow Moon Valley. We have some of these nether bloom from doing Netherstorm. We have some terracones from both Terracar Forest as well as Shadow Moon Valley. And we have a bit of everything. So all in all, this right here gives me 3000 gold in value from doing 10 hours of Herbalism mining. So this was a challenge I started back in Classic WoW, where I did 10 hours of Herbalism mining there as well. Actually, I think I just did Herbalism back in Classic, but now we have upgraded the challenge to do Herbalism and mining to make even more gold while doing it. And I really love this type of farm, because this way you can see a more steady gold per hour over a longer test. So instead of me just farming for half an hour or 10 minutes while doing the video, or maybe doing a 1 hour test as well, you now have 10 hours where I've gotten some bad luck, some good luck, and the average gold per hour from those 10 hours is 300. You can also see that I haven't really had the best luck. It's just kind of average, and after 10 hours I got 5 gems, and out of 5 gems, 1 was a good gem, 2 were average, and 2 were absolute garbage. So the RNG doesn't really play that much of a favor, and by doing 10 hours you get more of a bigger test. And I love doing 10-hour farms because, well, I feel like it's kind of crazy to do 10 hours in one sitting, and I like testing myself in those kind of scenarios to farm stuff until I get bored of that farm, or just to farm something as long as possible and make as much gold as possible. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below. Consider joining us on Twitch for the last couple of hours of the 24-hour farming challenge, where we are trying to make over 5,000 gold in 24 hours, which we're looking like we are going to make, because we still have like 10 hours to go, and we're already over 4k. So if you want to tune in, the link is down below in the description. Come watch us on Twitch, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more content, and that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.